OMG, just confirmed. The Dallas Cowboys have officially traded their star Pro Bowl running back Dameon Pierce, and the deal is reportedly worth a staggering $90 million. This news is sending shockwaves through the NFL and especially among Cowboys fans everywhere. Like, Pierce has been one of the most exciting young players in the league since his rookie year, known for his punishing runs, breakaway speed, and relentless work ethic. Seeing him go is not just surprising, it's downright earth-shattering. So what exactly happened? Why would the Cowboys trade away such a prized asset? And what does this mean for the Cowboys' future? Well, stick with me because we're about to break down every single angle of this jaw-dropping trade and its massive implications. First off, let's get some context about who Dameon Pierce is and why this trade is such a big deal. Pierce entered the NFL with high expectations and quickly became one of the league's premier running backs. His style of play is a rare mix of physical toughness and elusive agility, and he's proven himself time and again to be a dependable and explosive force on the field. In his most recent season, Pierce racked up over 1,500 rushing yards and scored double-digit touchdowns, earning a well-deserved spot in the Pro Bowl. For the Cowboys, who have long been searching for a true workhorse back to balance their high-powered offense, Pierce was seen as a key piece of their championship puzzle. So, hearing that the team has decided to trade him away for $90 million, whether that's in contract guarantees, cash, or a combination with draft picks, leaves fans wondering what could possibly be behind this monumental decision. Digging deeper into the trade details, sources close to the Cowboys confirm that this isn't just a player-for-player swap. It's a multi-layered deal involving not only Pierce but also draft picks and a major contract restructuring. The $90 million figure is huge for a running back in today's NFL, where the market is often tough for backs to command such high salaries. What this tells us is that whoever lands Dameon Pierce is committing to making him a cornerstone of their offense, betting big on his ability to carry the ball and create explosive plays. On the Cowboys side, this move likely frees up crucial salary cap space that Dallas desperately needs to manage their roster and possibly pursue other marquee players in free agency or extend contracts of their own stars. Now, you might be wondering why Dallas would do this at all. Like, after all, Pierce was a rising star and integral part of their game plan. The answer could be a combination of financial strategy, evolving team philosophy, and maybe some concerns over the long-term health and durability of a running back in the modern NFL. Running backs historically have shorter career peaks compared to other positions, and teams sometimes decide to capitalize on a player's value while it's high. Yeah, the Cowboys, who have a crowded roster and a complex salary cap situation, may have felt it was the right time to cash in and reinvest those resources elsewhere. Another possibility is that Dallas wants to diversify their offense, possibly shifting toward a more pass-heavy attack, where the running back's role is more rotational and less reliant on one big back grinding out every carry. This trade could be a strategic pivot as much as it is a financial necessity. The impact of this trade on the Cowboys roster is undeniable. Pierce's departure leaves a significant hole in the backfield, one that will need to be filled either by existing players or new acquisitions. Tony Pollard, who has been explosive and dynamic when given the chance, is the obvious candidate to take on a larger workload. Pollard's style contrasts with Pierce's. He's more of a home run threat with his speed and agility, but questions remain about his ability to consistently handle a full load of carries. This could lead to Dallas seeking out additional running backs in the draft or free agency to complement Pollard and keep their ground game strong. Meanwhile, the offensive line will have to adjust to a different running style and scheme, potentially altering blocking techniques and formations to maximize the strengths of whoever carries the ball. All these changes will be critical as Dallas aims to maintain its competitive edge in a division loaded with tough opponents. The reaction to this trade has been nothing short of electric. Cowboys fans have been vocal across social media, many expressing shock and disappointment at losing a player who was clearly a fan favorite and key contributor. Some are frustrated, questioning the front office's decision, while others understand the business side of football and the tough choices that teams have to make to stay competitive in the salary cap era. Analysts and commentators across the country are weighing in, with opinions split between praising the Cowboys' savvy financial management and criticizing them for potentially weakening their roster. Meanwhile, Dameon Pierce himself has reportedly handled the news with professionalism, though it's clear that leaving Dallas, where he established his name and built his reputation, is bittersweet. We expect more comments and insights from Pierce in the coming days, which will provide a deeper look into how he's processing this change and what his mindset is moving forward. Speaking of moving forward, where does this leave Dameon Pierce? With a $90 million contract on the table, the team acquiring him is clearly making him a centerpiece of their offensive plans. While the exact destination is still under wraps, rumors suggest that several playoff contenders are interested in adding Pierce's power running to their arsenal. Teams like the Miami Dolphins, New England Patriots, and even some surprise suitors in both the AFC and NFC could be looking to transform their backfield by landing a player of Pierce's caliber. Wherever he lands, it's almost certain that Pierce will immediately become a focal point, expected to deliver big plays and carry a heavy workload. So yeah, this trade could very well reshape the playoff landscape for the upcoming season, altering how defenses prepare and how teams build their offensive game plans. For the Cowboys, this trade is part of a bigger picture strategy. They are clearly playing a long game, managing their salary cap and roster to maintain flexibility and pursue other needs. While losing Pierce is painful, the team's front office is betting on their depth, coaching, and scouting abilities to find new stars in the draft and free agency. Dallas has a strong core with quarterback Dak Prescott and a talented receiving core, so perhaps this move signals a new phase of roster construction focused on spreading the ball around more and building a balanced attack. It will be fascinating to see how the Cowboys' offense evolves without Dameon Pierce and who steps up to fill the void on the ground. In the end, this trade is a seismic event in the NFL offseason, one that will dominate headlines and conversations for weeks to come. It underscores just how complex the business of football really is, where star players can be traded for massive sums, not just based on talent, but also contract structures, team needs, and the ever-present salary cap. For Cowboys fans, the emotions are mixed, but one thing's for sure, this is not the end of the story. The ripple effects of this trade will influence Dallas's season and the league's competitive balance in ways we're only beginning to understand. And for Dameon Pierce, it's a new chapter, a fresh opportunity to prove that he's worth every single dollar of that $90 million deal. So, what do you guys think? Was this a smart business move by the Cowboys, or did they just give away one of their best players? How do you think this will impact the Cowboys' 2025 season? And where do you see Dameon Pierce landing and performing next? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear your take on this blockbuster trade. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the biggest NFL trades of the year, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more breaking sports news, detailed analysis, and everything you need to know about your favorite teams and players. Thanks for watching and stay tuned because as soon as we get any more updates, you'll be the first to know.